From our rewarding sojourn of Salam Thang, we started our journey towards our next destination. We are heading towards a lesser known tiny hamlet located on the fringe of Kitam bird sanctuary and the river Manpur Khola flowing at the base of this mountain village. Google Map showed us an odd drive of 65 km, which, based on our selected route, will roughly take 2.5 hours approximately. We took the same road we came in, but was diverted by police towards a by road that descended through scattered village houses. By the way, Google Map couldn't recognize this by road. Well, every experience counts. The by road took us through lower Namphing and transported us back again to Singtam Dikchu Road, from where we continued through Singtam, Wardam, Majita, Rongpur till we reached Meli checkpost and continued driving through NH 710. It was in October 2017 when we drove down through this route to Pelli, when we had to literally off-road through absolute mud and slush. And today we really can't believe our own eyes that how this no road turned into a super smooth blacktop. In recent times, most probably this is the finest mountain road that we are driving through. We must admit that Sikkim Roads and Bridges Department are working relentlessly to ease our tourist movement. A 40-minute drive through Kitam Bird Sanctuary took us to a camouflaged intersection that turned into a downhill drive to reach Mr. Chetri's home that he named Green Magma.
Dexter and Kancha, the junior-most family members of cordial Chetri family, welcomed us with great hospitality and showed us the way to their humble home. Over a cozy lunch, we chit-chatted with the rest of the affectionate family members. Post-lunch, we thought of taking a stroll around this quaint hamlet to absorb its absolute peaceful environment. Urban life may have provided us with a lot of material comfort, but of course at a cost. A lot of you may say that the grass always looks greener on the other side, but undeniable fact remains that simple living gives us a peace of mind. A question may arise: don't these people desire to enjoy the splendor of city life? Nah, we don't think that people who reside amid nature have a desire to be an all-time urbanite. In several instances, we encountered the opposite. Take Chetrisab's daughter. She took her studies in a metropolitan city but came back to her roots not only to stand by her family but to take forward the family's initiative of encouraging backyard ecotourism. As the sun started descending, dark skylines started to be more prominent, while the gradual silence of feathery inhabitants marked end of another day. On the onset of evening, entire Chetri family joined us on their open-air courtyard to exchange joys and sorrows of life and the excitement of our travel stories over hot pots of tea, while thundercloud formations started providing us the chilling ambience. As the rain started pouring in, temperatures started dropping fast, so we decided to call off the day.
What a shining morning it is! As if last evening's downpour washed away all the grim and dust, making nature smile. Rising early gave us the edge to sweep over the village adjacent skyline while waiting for Mr. Chetri, who will be guiding us downhill through the forest to Manpur Khola riverbed. We are hopeful to capture some feathers of the wild as well. Last evening, when Mr. Chetri told us that our walk will be downhill, we thought it would be kind of effortless. The trail must have laughed at us silently. Fact is, it is an absolute downhill. At least an abrupt walkway would have helped, but as we kept venturing more, Balancing oneself without stumbling over tree roots and loose soil became our biggest concern. Forget documenting the walk in a decent manner.
Interestingly, this forest is dazzling with innumerable species of butterflies. Our crawling pace helped us to spot and lens few of them. Finally, we could reach the riverbed. It took us almost an hour and lot of nerve to be amid absolute tranquil wilderness. Just imagine, all these scattered elements of nature must be lying here since ages, witnessing so many seasons while observing continuous changes around them. Once a seed dropped by a bird may have blossomed into a sapling that has flourished into a 100 feet tall tree, giving food and shelter to innumerable birds. Every time I think of this, it gives me goosebumps. Let's try to lens few of these feathery inhabitants. Amid this captivating environment, both Chhatriji and Kancha continued to accompany us with incredible patience while we delved into nature's bounty. The radiant sun high above our head enlightened us the passage of time. So we kept moving. After all, we have to climb back the same inclination. This is giving us quite a nightmare. What a pity of being a not-so-fit urbanite. However, when you love something to that extent, hardship doesn't come to the forefront. On top of that, the magnetizing sound of the flowing river, the sweet sounds of innumerable tweeting birds kept our minds so engaged that traversing this steep forest path wasn't that tiresome as we thought it would be. Since we are not in a hurry, we took the liberty of frequent stops, cherishing our surroundings. This favored our fortune to capture some more feathery critters. This sojourn turned out to be not only stimulating but rewarding for us, as usual of course. Though it solely depends on every individual how they turn their simple vacation into an offbeat experience. Bidding farewell to this generous Chhatri family and this enthralling forest village, we resumed back to road to find another place to harbour. Till next time, happy wanderlusting.